take a look at how they play?
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing them my freshman year. It was a pretty fun game. Do they got the same coach? Was it the same coach my freshman year? Yeah, I remember they was like kind of fast-paced team, kind of 4-out-1 in. I mean, they added Yu Zhang. So, I mean, it'll be a fun game.
Yeah, you should have a mask on if you please. Thank you.
Armando, I don't know if you saw, but the women's program posted a video of them watching the final seconds of the win versus Baylor. What does it mean to have, them cheering you on and also to see their success, obviously winning last night in Arizona to get the Sweet 16?
Yeah, I mean, it's great just seeing what Coach Manghart is doing for the program. They've been playing really well, and for them to get a big win like that against Arizona in that type of environment is huge. And, yeah, I mean, we definitely support them. We watch all their games, and, I mean, I talk to them all the time just about every day, and we just both talk about each other's games and just give encouraging words.
Armando, how do you prepare yourself mentally for a game knowing there won't be many substitutions if it's a close game, like the second half at Duke, like to push through something like that?
I guess it's something we as a group has kind of gotten accustomed to, just we've been playing such high minutes all year, so we kind of know how to play hard but also kind of pace ourselves in some situations. But, I mean, I would say all of us, we like being on the court, and, I mean, it's fun. I'd rather be on the court than on the bench, so I don't have a problem with it.
What's the toughest part of it? Is it physical or is it the mental part?
I'll probably say more the mental part. Because, I mean, sometimes it's good to, be able to get on the bench and just kind of evaluate what's going on and take a deep breath. But a lot of the times we can't really have that opportunity to do it.
Is there a point of pride for the guys to be able to do like the second half at Cameron or in some of these games where you guys are playing 38 to 43 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really got a choice. Like, I mean, we can't really – we don't really got too many big guys, so I don't really I can't really sit in then with Caleb and RJ. Those are really our two primary ball handlers, so it's nothing really we can do about it.
When you're in the midst of a tournament like this, is there an opportunity to kind of reflect on the craziness of Saturday's game? And if so, what kind of sticks out in your mind like, gosh, that was the craziest thing? And is it kind of amazing that you guys pulled it out given the circumstances?
Yeah, it was really crazy. I had anxiety, like my anxiety was going crazy until about, I was watching the Duke and Michigan State game, and then I started feeling a little good just about the way the game was going. That's about the time that I'll calm down, but I mean, yeah, it was a crazy game. It was kind of like we was a sinking ship trying to stay afloat as long as possible until we got to shore, and yeah, I'm just glad we kind of won that game. And yesterday we watched film, and I mean, we made a lot of mistakes, but luckily these next game, I'll imagine we'll have Brady and Caleb on the floor the whole time, so we should be good.
Does it take a considerable amount of time to emotionally move on from something like that? And is there a correlation to moving on from a Duke game as well, given the emotion that went into that?
I would say not so much the Duke game because, I mean, it was still more basketball to be played, but I mean, that game, it was like we almost blew it, and then, like, our season would have been over with. And just how crazy everything was, and just to still pull that game out in overtime with playing a freshman and then Justin, too, who hasn't really seen much time in that type of environment. I mean, we're just so lucky that we pulled it out.
Is there a value in now fully understanding the meaning of survive in advance?
Definitely. I feel like that definitely showed us, like, there's no time to fool around.
What stood out on the tape review from the Baylor game that we're going to try to improve on?
Man, free throws, one. We missed a lot of box-out opportunities, too. I mean, they got a lot of offensive rebounds in the second half, especially when Brady and Caleb went out. Then, too, just on our press break, too, we weren't doing the things that we usually are supposed to do. And we kind of watched, like, 45 minutes on film just seeing the mistakes we made, and we really was kind of just shooting ourselves in the foot.
What was going wrong with the press break, from your opinion?
We all was, like, coming to the ball. So, like, Dontrez, he was supposed to run long, and he was, like, creeping up. And then I was supposed to go more towards the middle, and then, like, kind of the two-guard front supposed to be like a T. And our coaches, they kind of want us, the two guards, to run like a football route, kind of run like an out, and then kind of weren't breaking down and faking the right way. So it just gave them running a diamond press. It was easy for them to deny one and then take that first guy out and then deny the other. So it was, like, hard to get the ball in.
Armando, you mentioned Caleb and Brady. What have they said, since they obviously missed some of the crucial minutes there in the game? What have they said since then and looking forward?
Yeah, I mean, they both were just feeling what all y'all were feeling, just stressed out. Like, hopefully we can pull it out. That was the main thing. I talked to Brady, and he just said he was just back there freaking out, just praying that we won. And, yeah, I'm just glad we pulled it out.
And Hubert last night on his radio show said that Brady asked to run, and Creighton Levo spoke up and said, we crawl for you. What does that mean for just to have that dynamic on the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just shows the growth on us as a team, just from where we started to now, just all us playing together. And we actually all ended up crawling, except for Brady, to like half court. Everybody on the team, all the managers, all the trainers and everything. So that was real cool.
Have you talked with Leaky about the off the backboard pass that he made at the end of the game?
Oh, yeah, no, we joked about it a lot. I was on Twitter and I saw Dave Portnoy had kind of tweeted out something about that, so that was kind of cool. But, yeah, I told him I wish he would have got it through because, I mean, I was definitely going to try to tear the rim down right there.
Did you guys get on him after the game about that? Get on Leaky?
Oh, man. Yeah, we did a little bit, but, I mean, honestly, we all still was in shock.
On the subject of Brady, Armando, like, what have you seen from him since he had to leave Saturday? Just like, how has he been, and what have you been saying to him, like, specifically?
I mean, I just tell him to keep doing what he's doing right now. I mean, Brady's playing like the best player in the whole world. And he's been on fire. And, I mean, when he's playing that good and Caleb and RJ and not having to rely on one person and it can be somebody else every day, I mean, it's just great. And I just love it. And, I mean, we all just happy that we're all playing good and everybody's having a big night. And, I mean, when you got a team like us that got guys that can shoot, drive, and do a bunch of different things, and you can't just dial in on one player, I mean, it's great, especially in March.
How much confidence do you feel like Dontrez got out of, especially the overtime filling in?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was great for him just being a freshman and just I mean, it's not easy to be a freshman, especially not play this much all year and then to come in a big-time game like that and make huge plays and then knock down that big three. I mean, I feel like it's one of those moments he can look back on and, you know, give him more confidence going forward. And I feel like that was kind of his, like, coming out party and introducing himself.
Time for two more quick ones with Armando.
How clutch would you say RJ has been? He had 12 assists against Marquette, 30 against Baylor, and, I mean, you guys needed every one of them. You know, like, he played all 45 minutes.
Yeah, he's been great. I mean, it's not easy going out there and having a good game versus those Baylor guards. I mean, y'all saw how they were pressing, and I mean, all year defense has been like their kind of thing. And just for him to go out there and be able to score at a high rate like that against a team that defends so well, I mean, it was huge for us, and we needed every point we could get.
Armando, Leaky's the only guy on this team that's gone to the Sweet 16. How has Hubert talked about playing the Sweet 16, and how's that approach been?
Yeah, we just been having a tunnel vision kind of approach to just the rest of the season, just taking one game at a time. But, I mean, we don't want our journey to end here. I mean, you don't really get any type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really remembered at UNC for going to the Sweet 16. So we definitely want to get to the Final Four and beyond.
Thank you, Armando.
No problem.
So Brady's